Hi everybody, Monica Bodirski here, artist and author of the Shadowland Tarot, published by Red Feather, Mind, Body, and Spirit, which is an imprint of Schiffer Publishing. Hope you had a great week. Thank you so much for all of the comments you made. Last week's Life's Purpose spread, 2-card, one giving your life's purpose, the other showing the block. Your sharing was just tremendous and I think really helpful in creating community. It's nice to see how other people are experiencing their cards, and thank you for engaging. I really, really appreciate it. So this week, I thought I'd talk a little bit about procrastination, life's purpose, that amygdala thing yet again, and next steps. Because I've introduced those topics and a lot of you have been reading along with me, which is marvelous, and you've been getting answers, but I've had this question a little bit. You know, I know what my life's purpose is, or I know what I should be doing. What is that bridge to get me from knowing what I should be doing to actually doing? And I did discuss this a little bit with procrastination. Just get going on something and reassure yourself that it doesn't have to be perfect. Take the pressure off, relax a little bit, all those things, breathe, give yourself a timeline, just jump in there. But that's easier said than done. What is the thing when it's just sort of hanging there over our heads? What is that thing that, we even looked at what our block was. Okay, what is the block for my life's purpose? And you know what it is, and still, why can't I get going? All right, now you will remember that I discussed the amygdala as being that part of our brain that helps us with a fight or flight response and assessing danger. Well, sometimes it just gets a little overworked, anxious, and makes things appear as something that we either need to flee or we need to take a stand or fight, when that's not actually the case. So calm down your amygdala, okay? Relax a little bit. It's not life or death here. Even though life's purpose sounds hugely important, it is, but it's for you, and you can keep it to yourself. You don't have to share things that make you feel terribly vulnerable. It's nice to share, but how you get to it and what you're doing with it, that's totally up to you. Nobody can judge that, okay? So let's just say I'm an artist. Ooh, that works. And I make tarot decks and oracle decks. Also true. And I found that in my life's purpose spread, which was 2 cards. Thanks for playing along. And I turned over the block card, and it indicates to me that I'm just afraid. Like maybe I got the 9 of Swords and there's spiders hanging over my head, meaning it's the thoughts and perceptions and fears that are totally stopping me from carrying on my life's purpose, apparently. So what is that bridge card? That's what we're talking about. We're going to give you a 3rd card in between those two, and it's a bridge. It's the thing you should be doing. So I hope you kept your notes from before. If not, go watch the other video or do it now, and this 3rd card is the thing that will help you get going. The first thing you need to do, the starter card, basically, the spark. This will get you going. Okay, so we said, what did we say? I'm an artist, I'm nervous, I forget. Oh yeah, nightmares. All right, so let's just say I'm going to pull a card here, and the card I pull, and yes, I do this at random because, I've been reading for a long time for clients, and you just kind of have to think on the spot. All right, so the first card I get is, and I think I've pulled this before, my goodness, is the 8 of Cups. Okay, so this is the bridge card. So I know my life's purpose, all right? And I know the block is the nightmare. And this kind of indicates an emotional walking away, just leaving emotions behind. You see how that would be useful here. Deal with your fear, but just walk away from it. Just say, not today, fear. You are not ruling my life. Ha ha, I laugh at you. I am just walking away. Okay. It doesn't have to sound like a badly dubbed film from 40 years ago, but walk away. Walk away from those feelings. Just say, no, I'm not having those feelings about this. That will tell your brain too, perhaps. You can do that in the reverse. I understand that. But the card that I pulled is emotionally walking away from that. Maybe detach a little from outcome, okay? Maybe don't keep thinking, this is going to be the best thing ever. And, because what if it isn't? That might be stopping you from doing the thing because you've built it up so much, and that could be the fear. So you see where I'm going with that. The bridge is the thing you should do first, okay? First step. After you take a first step when you do something, or you're trying to work something out or get rolling, things get a little easier. It's that impetus and first step. That is really the toughest frequently. I'm not saying you won't have blocks somewhere along the way. Don't have to revisit things. We all stop and start at different stages. Generally when the old amygdala kicks in again and says, no, I can't go any further. It's okay. You can repeat these kind of steps. So that was one card. What if I had shuffled the deck, which I am doing over here. Can't see, shuffling deck. All right. And in case you don't already know, Shadowland Tarot. All right, so I pulled, this is a good card because I haven't pulled it before. This is a fun one to talk about. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. Whew. So what is that first step? There's this crow with all the corn, and there's a couple of crows back there looking like, well, now what do we do? That crow's got all the corn. Now, symbolically, this would be screaming at me, Monica, there's lots of room for everybody in the tarot game. Make your deck. Don't put such pressure on yourself. This isn't win or lose. You don't either get all the corn or none, okay? So don't perceive things that way. This is about error, and this is about perception. So maybe don't look at it as either this is the best deck ever or a total flop. We have those shades of gray, which I've mentioned before. Be a little bit more moderate in your perception here. Your nightmare about all the spiders, maybe that's because you see this deck as succeeding or failing. Instead of maybe it's just somewhere in the million slots in between. Okay? And even realizing that, changing your perception like that, that should help you with that block in the first step to moving forward, okay? Even if your moving forward is, okay, now I can plan it, I can do something else, whatever your plan is, this is the thing that would help me with that, okay? Let's try one more, and all right, what have I got here? All right, I've got another sword. King of Swords. King of Swords is sitting here writing, sitting and writing. And kings are generally about taking authority for yourself. This is what I would refer to as just owning it, okay? Kings are not afraid to share and to get out there with their stuff, okay? It's confidence. It's a lot of confidence, not arrogance, not arrogance. Confidence in knowing what you do know, all right? And apparently I need to sit down and just write, okay, or draw the thing. Okay, that is the way you get over your block, is to do. So if my block was that Nine of Swords, which was all about nightmares at night, yeah, guess what? The answer and the bridge card is then you just need to sit down and do it. Just start, doodle, write your name 50 times, draw circles. Doesn't matter. You know what happens when you sit down and tell yourself, okay, I'm just going to sit down for 5 minutes and start doodling. Well, this generally works. It works with me and it works with a lot of students. 15, 20, 30 minutes later, you're still doodling and things start to happen and you're relaxing, and before you know it, you're creating. Okay, and there you have it. Those are 3 cards, and you can share. Please do. I really did enjoy that very much. Thank you for leaving all of your comments and engaging. As I said, I really do appreciate it, and I think so do the other viewers. And give it a try. If you haven't seen the other videos leading up to this, give those a try too, and then pull this bridge card, okay? And see where it takes you, and see if that clarified a little bit of, okay, I got the purpose thing, I got the block thing. Oh, this is where I'll start. Okay, so thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. There's still a few spots in my classes coming up this week. If you're watching this, you know, asynchronously and the classes have already passed, I will hold some classes again in fall. But for now, coming this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I will be holding tarot classes. It's kind of a 3-part intensive in the evenings, 2.5 hours each evening from 7 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. There are still a few spots. No, that is not a sales tactic. Actually, a fair few people have signed up, but there are a few spots left if you'd like to join in. You just need to go to my website and go to the shopping cart. It is that simple. The other thing I wanted to mention is that if you're watching this Monday morning, which I hope you are, Monday evening, July 27th, I will be interviewed by the wonderfully talented Laura Gonzalez from Blog Talk Radio, and she's just going to be talking to me about tarot and Witchfest North online in fall and several wonderful things. So please join. I have the link up on Facebook. I'll leave it below, and maybe you'll pick up something there too that might be of use to you. So thank you once again. Have a marvelous week. And okay, I'm not Walter Mercado, clearly. But, you know, I do wish you much, much love. See you next week. Bye.